Sometimes we feel stuck and overwhelmed, and this is perfectly normal and often temporary. In fact, our emotions are signals that our bodies send to us for something to heal. If we can understand and analyze what they mean, we can change our lives for the better. On the other hand, we become pessimistic as a prisoner of our habits. In other words, we repeat the pessimistic thinking so often that after a while, we don't need a reason anymore to be a pessimistic. Pessimism becomes a habit. It becomes automatic. So, can we feel better with just a piece of paper and a pen when we get overwhelmed? The answer is yes. And in this video, I will talk about 3 simple exercises that you can do to feel better using just a pen and a piece of paper. Hello guys, welcome to Psychology. I am Ozzy, and in this channel, we talk about psychology, well-being, and personal development topics. If you're interested in and don't want to miss the other videos, please do not forget to subscribe. When you were a teenager, you might also have kept a diary hidden under your bed. Most of us have stopped using a diary when we reach adulthood. But studies show that simply writing down your thoughts and feelings helps you gain control of your emotions and improve your mental health. And it is called as journaling technique. Usually, when we experience a traumatic or stressful incident, we try to suppress our emotions. However, you cannot heal something that you don't tell or express. Suppressing our emotions can lead to physiological and psychological distress in the long run. It will be good for you to keep a diary and to write openly all your deepest feelings, thoughts, and sensations in the diary you keep. When you start writing, don't just write about the daily incidents. Also write about how you feel during this incident. Name your emotion. What do you feel in your body, the sensations? Burning chest, stomach ache, or sore inside, etc. What thoughts came to your mind at this time? What could be the possible reasons for these thoughts? Write all these in detail and honestly. While doing this, completely free your feelings and thoughts. Write as you wish and let everything inside you flow freely on the paper. Maybe you do this by talking to your friends, but sometimes we may experience some feelings that we find difficult to admit even to ourselves. And expressing emotions in writing in such cases is life-saving. So how does writing work? How and why does journaling or writing makes us feel better? While some researchers argue that writing is good because it lets the emotions drain, another group of researchers argue that what actually happens is that writing puts thoughts in order and makes it easier to make sense of cause-effect relationships and events. When we write about the painful and disorganized thoughts in our minds, it helps us to prioritize problems, concerns, and problems. By journaling, you can track your actions and emotions on a daily basis. This daily data makes it easier to discover and control your triggers. Let's talk about the second exercise, form exercise. If you have had a distressing experience, take a pen and a paper and draw the chart you see on the screen. As you can see, we have 5 columns in this table. We will write down the answer to the question in each column about the stressful incident we experience. In the first column, write briefly what happened to you. For example, let's say I had a car accident. And the next question, do you have any responsibility or mistake about this incident? What is your responsibility or mistake, if any? Yes, my mistake is not to send my car for servicing on time. And the third question, what lesson or lessons have you learned from this incident? What has this experience taught you? Every challenging experience teaches us something, improves us. What do you think this incident contributed to your personality? What has this experience taught you? With this accident, I realized how short life is, that I need to spend more time with my loved ones. And I realized how important to get the car to the service on time. What measures can be taken in the future to avoid this incident again? From now on, I will have my car serviced on time and be more careful on the road. What was the bright side of this experience? Let's try to see the silver lining. I met Mr. Jeff, who is a very reliable car dealer. As you can see with this exercise, we can see our own responsibilities, our own mistakes in the difficult experience we have had. We learn a lesson from this incident. We take precautions for the future and we look at the bright side. After difficult experiences, you can improve your perspective using this form. You can find a link to download the blank form in the description of the video. And our third exercise is daily gratitude list. If I ask you what went wrong today, you will probably answer with a long list. What if I ask you what went well today? What did you experience today that you are grateful for? If you can't find an answer to this question, or if you think it takes too long to find it, then you need this exercise. Studies show that writing down the things that you are grateful for on a daily basis is good for mental and physical health. In this technique, you have to write 3 different things that you are grateful for every evening. Just write down 3 good things that happened to you during the day. But do not forget, you cannot write the same items every day. You need to write 3 different gratitude items. You may have a little difficulty doing this at first, but it's very normal. Don't give up. Think about the day from the beginning, and believe me, you will start to find it easier and you will start to realize the good things in your life that you did not realize before. If you do this technique every day, at least for a month, after a month, you will see that you feel much better and your perspective changes in a positive way. By the way, what is your 3 gratitude items for today? I will be happy if you write them in the comments.